What is up, guys? Car Empire back here today with another video. Today we are headed to I64 for the Cabin Fever Final Call 4.0. So we're already about halfway there. Gates open at 8. It's about 7:10. We got about an hour and 30 minutes to go till we arrive to the track. So let's go ahead and hit back on the road, and we'll pick you up when we get there. We're at the end of the shakedown passes. Pretty much test and tune, make some adjustments, make some hits. So once we get that done, I guess we'll get started on chip draws and we'll go from there. So here's a few clips of the shakedown test that I got, and a few still shots I also got. Sorry if you can't. Alright, right now I was trying to say shakedown. Once that's over, we get the chip draw. I'll pick you all back up. So for now, enjoy a few clips we got of the shakedown passes and such like that.
Miss Rachel, as soon as you're done, honey, we need you over here. Take your time, don't run.
Yeah, you know how to talk to her, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Why do you have to say don't rush?
Well, everybody, while we're waiting on Miss Rachel to get over here, first of all, let me start by saying thank you guys so much for coming to this final race. I know we got a lot of faces here I've seen many times. I think some faces I've seen every time. We got some new people here, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, it means everything, just everything we've done here over the past 7 years, and what we built here from just a small time program to still not a big time program, but you know what, it's big time to us and in our hearts and here locally, and I just appreciate everybody coming out. Regardless of the car count, regardless of the weather and the drives, you guys came out to help make this special for us, and I can't thank you enough for that. Now that's out of the way, let me get into what just happened. My apologies to all you guys for the oil down. I know that's a risk whenever you're letting people make shakedowns. That's not usually something that we really do, but with it being February and guys just get their cars back together, we try to kind of want to do right by people. We were still close to our start time of 1 o'clock, so we was planning, and then we moved back to 1:30 because of everything earlier, which wasn't bad. So I'm like, hey, you guys have been here before, seen how long it's taken us before. I was like, yeah, 30 minutes, we're good. 4 cars away, and you know, it happens, man. So my apologies to you guys. I understand if anybody's upset, if they want to talk to me about that later, I totally get it 100%. That being said, no more talk about that. I'm going to go ahead and get into the driver's meeting and everything going on here. So you guys know the situation, 660 foot. I'll go ahead and just start up here at the line. These 2 red lines right here. That's where you're going to pour your puddle. Do not pour past the line. I'll say it again. Do not pour past the line. Okay? You can do a burnout as long as you want to. I don't care. You get 1 burnout. If you don't get any smoke, you can do another one. That's not a problem. Starting line is the yellow line up here. This one right in front of me here. Finish line is where the cone is down there. Crosses today. You guys know I've kind of had some different rules from others in the past, so just let me go ahead and explain it as best I can. I'm more willing to let somebody ride the line, come close, whatever. I don't like to DQ people, especially if I don't know, and especially if I know it didn't make a difference in the race. Okay, we've had some questionable calls before. Everybody goes through them, try to reanalyze and try to come up with a better system on how you want to do things. Here's how I do crosses these days. Okay. I don't go by the tire because sometimes the tire don't show. Depending on the angle, depending on the wheel speed, etc., it don't always show. I'm not walking down there to figure all that out. If I can look from right here and clearly see that yellow line that you went across enough to cause it to affect the other driver, stop a let out, that's a cross. Okay? I'm not going by the tire. If the one case where it's going to be an absolute, if God forbid, two drivers are close to the line, and let's say the guy kicks out, tires on the line, you know, the whole like, is the tire on the line, did it cross, fender's out on it. If that guy hits that guy, I think everybody knows that that's cross, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to make the best call that I can. If you're close to the line, I'm probably going to let you by with it. It's going to have to be egregious. Everybody understand that? It's going to have to be a real cross, not this pity patty. I'm hoping to get it a simple win to move on, especially if I can tell it didn't affect the race. Because does anybody here really lets out if somebody's on the line? Well, we all know how close it gets, but does anybody really let out unless it's something where they're far right going far left? But you know what I'm saying. If you're straight-ish and you're walking down the line, I'm not calling. Okay? Is everybody good with that? Before this happens and before somebody else says, hey, but this is the usual, this is that, this is how we're doing. I want everybody in the race. I don't want to DQ nobody. This is freaking no prep. It's wild, man. You know what I mean? Especially on the back of the track. Stuff gets out of shape like that. So again, you can kind of ride it unless it's egregious. And I'm not going to screw nobody. It's not going to be no question of like, you know, both cars are making a pass and I just had a favorite I picked. I don't do that. I don't pick favorites. I don't care who wins. My word means everything to me and I go by. With that being said, I don't like to be a referee and DQ people on something that's kind of borderline, okay? That being said, Greg McCoy. Is Greg McCoy here? Where's Greg at? I know he's here somewhere. Well, I was going to make an example of Greg just now. You can paint the guardrails. I said that once before. Greg McCoy took it literal. Do not paint them. Please don't do that. I don't want nobody to tear their stuff up or get, you know, a wreck or anything like that. But he was in a grudge race, $1,000 on the line. Man did what he needed to do. I get it. But that being said, you can paint the guardrails if you feel the need to, okay? Just be smart. That's all I ask. Be smart. Don't wad your stuff up. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt nobody else, you know? That being said, flagging procedure. My flagging procedure is pretty simple. Don't have my light here with me right now. But I will always be at the line making sure everybody is even. If somebody's back a little bit, I always check with the driver, hey, you know, your crew's got you back as far. Sometimes people don't pull them all the way to the line. If we can make a finish call by an inch, we will make it by an inch. We don't want to have to do reruns. If I can make it by any means necessary and it's clear, if we can call it by an inch, we'll call it by an inch. But anyways, I'm always at the line. I'm always surveying and checking with everybody. And then whenever I'll make sure you guys are good, I'm going to go back. I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up. This is to say that I'm starting my procedure. When you see that 2 thumbs up, you better be ready, locked in, and ready to go. So after I get the thumbs up and I come back, got my light in my hand here, I'm going to tell you to get up on the brake. And I'll listen for you. If you got somebody that's going to give a thumbs up, you got a crew member that's going to let me know, you need to tell me that. I need to know this up front, what your plan is if you have something special. It takes you a long time to bump in, and you need to come in first so you can get up on the boost. I need to know that so I can let the Uber driver know. So we can make sure that nobody gets burned down. We can make sure everybody gets the best experience that's possible, okay? But anyways, flagging procedure is pretty simple. We're gonna make sure you're all good. I always look behind me. For me, John, Derek, Shamblin. How many times we about got killed up here, got ran over for tripping? And these guys do the best job in the world getting pictures. Appreciate them, John, Derek, and all the media guys come down here. Speaking of which, big hand to Corey Stanford and Chris from No Prep Outlaw Mafia, all the crews down here. John, appreciate these guys very much. Come down and cover all this. Some of the first comers down here, we appreciate you coming attention to action. Anyways, wrap it up. Flagging procedure. Make sure you guys are straight. Give a thumbs up. I'm gonna tell you to get up on it. Get up on it. I'm gonna listen for you. If you don't have nobody to tell you, I'll know when you're up on it. I'm gonna do every guy. Whenever I do this, it's not lazy movement. It's very exact. I'm leaning in. I'm telling you, get up on it. You're ready. You get up on it. I'm listening. Check behind me. Make sure I don't trip over John. Go back. Kind of hop with the light. I will never hit the light on the bottom and raise it up. Arm motion always comes up first and light comes on. I've gotten pretty good at doing it at the same time. So, let's see here. That being said, any questions or anything I didn't cover yet?
Starting line camera for jumps.
Starting line camera for jumps. Yes, sir. All right. Jump is a definitive movement. Let me explain what I mean by that. There are some cars that kind of wad the tire up a little bit, getting up on the brake. That's not a jump. Jump is a definitive movement. Everybody knows what a jump is. Okay, tire track, if you let go of the button and it's a definitive movement, that's a jump. For some of the slower classes, guys that just, you know, feel braking and stuff, they kind of get up on the brake a little bit higher, they watt a little bit, or kind of like turn a little bit. That's not a jump. We clear on that? But if there's a definitive movement, bam, it's a jump. Miss Rachel will be on the camera. We'll make sure we catch it. If it is unclear, let me say this one thing right now. When it comes to jumps, when it comes to finish line, if it is unclear, if it is absolutely unclear, then it's good. Make sense? You have to, just no different from the crossing. It's got to be egregious. If it looks like it's right on the light, it's clean. I've got to see at least one frame of it cracking. It's got to be a definitive movement, definitive crack, for it to be a jump. Okay. Any other questions or
Tire, bumper.
Yeah, if whatever you want to do. If you want to come to the line, bumper's on the line first and foremost. Bumper's on the
That's
line.
what I'm asking.
Is anybody here gonna be bumping in today? Okay, we've got some bumpers. Okay, make sure to let me know. Have your crew let me know if you're gonna be bumping in. Anybody that is bumping in, you know the procedure. Set it back here about a foot, 6 inches, however your bump is, and just let me know so I know to be looking for that. Okay. Anything else? Anybody think of anything, Jordan? Can you think of anything I didn't cover?
Hey Ryan, I noticed when I was walking down, it is wet. Everybody's glad to be here, and I am too, but a lot of them have got a lot of mud in their front tires.
Yeah.
Just have them check that because it's not good once it gets out here. Just as you try to clean it off, as you come down or drive up.
Oh, absolutely.
And come back down because it's packed in so much.
For sure. Yeah, you guys absolutely be sure to check where you're parking. Check your tires. If you got something on it, you can wipe off, get off before you pull onto the road. Please do so. For that matter, if you can find somewhere on asphalt that you can park remotely out of the way. I mean, even we don't want nobody to have to walk all the way down to Mount Sterling, to get their car. But we want to make sure that this surface is good. Okay. So no, and shoes, same thing. I was talking about that in one of the live videos. Do not be walking out there in the mud and having a good time. I want you to have a good time, but do not be out there getting a lot of mud on your shoes, getting real wet, and then coming over here and starting line. We don't care for people getting around right here. We like it having fun. We like it being as outlaw as it can be. Please just be aware and be mindful of where you're walking and what you're in, and don't drag anything out here to the line. Okay. Yes, if you are contesting a call, wait till after a round. And if you are contesting, it is $100. If we got it wrong, then you get your money back. If not, the money goes in the pot. That being said, Mr. Chad Hall, he's only had 2 calls he's missed his entire tenure doing this, and both times he about got ran over by a car. So, that being said, Chad doesn't give anything to nobody. Again, we don't play favorites here. He will not, if he is not for sure, I take his word for the gospel, okay? If he is not completely clear, completely sure, he will not tell me, I kind of think this or that, it's a rerun. Bottom line, it's a rerun. Anything else? Anything else you think I didn't cover? I noticed there's probably something I forgot if they were winging it. I usually have my list.
As far as coming in?
Oh, what you saying? There is,
You can say if you got a lot of cars, I don't know if you want to test it.
yeah, the only thing that we're going to do in between rounds, and it'll be at least after 2 rounds, is if we got any big money grudges going down. $200 bet minimum. We like grudge races. We like it being decided. So if you have a grudge race that's minimum $200 bet per side, we will let a couple of grudges go down in between, just because it's good fun action. Other than that, there's no testing.
Real money bets.
Real money bets. Real money bets. None of that fake stuff. We want real grudges. So,
Hey Ryan, is there a nobody the first and second round?
what is it?
Is there a nobody, unbuddy?
Yeah, chip draw down here. We do a little something special with chip draw down here. We don't like it when you come all the way down here driving hours to come run your buddy first round. So we do this thing called buddy draw. If you got a buddy you don't want to draw, you guys come draw at the same time and make sure that you guys don't have a matching pair. If not, you're good to go. So if anybody wants to avoid their buddy the first round, that's cool. If anybody has a call out first round, that's cool. Okay?
Are you guys doing buybacks for small tires?
We are going to do a second chance small tire race. So we got small tires, and then we got the budget class. The budget class automatically has a second chance built into it. You've already paid for it. It's already part of it. That being said, we are doing a second chance overall small tire. Small tire budget everybody all together. So if anybody wants to get into that, we'll wait 2 rounds just so we can get as many cards in there as we can. So after the first 2 rounds, small tire and budget. We'll get you guys together to see who wants to do second chance. I haven't even looked at it yet. We'll find it. We're going to figure that out whenever we start here in the drive.
Hard tires one and done.
Yes. Anybody got any questions? Anything else?
Conversation and industrial. Conversation and
Yeah. Grocery getters. Anybody that's got AC, turn it off. As soon as we're done with this beat, go turn it off now just to make sure it's off. We don't want any more issues of anything holding us up here, or that was exhaust. That was exhaust. That's catalytic conversion. All right. Yep. We're going to try. Oh,
The guy behind her.
this is Miss Rachel. This is Wifey Boo. Wifey's. Yeah, we're going to do perfect straight
Drive all this way for that?
All right, school car guys, got 7 of you in here. Number 16 will be the buy. Red is right, blue is left. All right, guys. Oh, one more thing before we do this. I've got these lane numbers here for you guys to pull up to. I want you to pull, whenever you pull into the lanes, please, 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 pull up to your number. I've even got it color coded. Red is right, blue is left. I want you guys to get over as far to the sides as you can and make room for other guys to pull in, okay? Do me that favor and just get over as far as you can, pull to your number. Don't park in the middle. All right.
Alrighty guys, we just got done through with the chip draw. We're lining up small tire now. The next will be budget small tire, hard tire, and then I think grocery getter and true street. I'm not too sure. I'll put them down below in each class and what rounds we're in. So I'll pick the camera back up once they start running some rounds.